5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Motley's our goal. Hi there, welcome to the Motley Crew. The channel showcases games for Motley Crew Fleet members, and we've got a game which actually played last Tuesday. As you can see, it's a mono Motley, just features one of the fleet members, which happens to be me. I was in my alternate account, and I was in the Kongo. I was actually doing my dailies, doing the Bureau. I think Kongo's for one of the Bureau ships. Anyway, as I said, or you saw at the beginning, it's a Kraken game. Bit of an accidental Kraken, this one. So as you can see, we're on Sea of Fortune, and I've spawned to the north of the Charlie Cap. Okay, so it's my intention initially, I'm going to push out wide on the flank, obviously covering Charlie and parts of Bravo. But also going to hope to catch any ships if they do decide to come round, as they often do around the eastern side of the Charlie Cap. Let's get a few housekeeping or parish notices out of the way. We are live streaming again on Sunday, this coming Sunday, March the 15th. We'll be online slightly earlier than normal, about 7 o'clock GMT, which is around about 3 o'clock now, Eastern Standard Time. And we will be using Discord, because I dare say we're going to have some guys who are using the Steam beta test. I know of at least 2 in the fleet who'll be trying that out. We did try last night, seemed to be reasonably successful. Okay, the red team carrier's got the hots for me at the moment. There's a red team Kongo out there, so shots out on her. If you're not aware, Kongo, although she's a Japanese battle cruiser, she was actually built in the UK around about between 1911 and 1912, I believe, or 1913. She was built at Barrow-in-Furness to a British design. Japan at the time was desperate to update its navy, and they did view the UK very similarly to them, island nation, with a strong maritime history. And they perceived the Royal Navy at that time as the strongest in the world, especially with the development of the new dreadnoughts and battleships. She was greatly modified after the First World War. I think the version we've got here is sort of post First World War, or just prior to the Second World War. As you can see, they've got the pagoda-type bridge on her. Okay, so pushing around that, Yahagi is blocking our cruiser that's trying to take the cap. And unfortunately, coming up, we're going to have an all too frequent incident in World of Warships at the moment. I'll crash out, and it's not an internet connection, World of Warships. It's a server issue. So there's Yahagi. As you can see, she's virtually broadside, shots out on her. Okay, not quite as damaging as I'd hoped. Trying to get another salvo on her. And as you can see, we've frozen, and there we go. Good old kicked out the server. It's happening all too often recently. I know they're updating the servers for the Steam beta testing and so on. Well, I do hope they get their act together by the time Steam goes live, otherwise it's going to be ridiculous. Okay, Hagi's still going. Shots out on her. Bang, that's kill number 1. So we've got a Wyoming out there, and there's the Langley. Certainly engage those, but I am very wary of being drawn out. The trouble if you go after ships who are quite a way out of the main battle axis, if you like, between the caps, is you can get dragged out of the battle and become less effective. I know, I've done it myself. You go chasing after a red ship and you realise that you're miles away from everybody else. So shots out on the Wyoming. We have now taken Charlie. So I'm also start pushing in towards the Bravo cap. As you say all too often in this game, caps mean points, points mean prizes. Shots out again on Langley. But as I just said, I'm now pushing into Bravo or towards the Bravo cap. Yeah, shots out on Langley again. Okay, managed to get a reasonable hit that time. We are down at this stage. We're over 200 points down. So we do need to get the caps, start breeding the points back. Shots out on Wyoming. Some shots coming across from the Alpha cap there. Okay, Langley's still out there. Bravo cap is now taken. Shots out on Langley, and now there's a Svetlana out there as well. Okay, Al Hawkins takes down the Wyoming. And lining up for shots on the Svetlana. I've only just noticed that I in there. Okay, we know there's a German, I think it's the Von der Tann, Red Team battleship that's just near that channel entrance. We're concentrating on the Langley and the Svetlana. Shots out on Langley. And you'll notice my secondary start kicking off. Langley goes down, and if you look on the minimap, I hadn't noticed it at the time. I was concentrating on Svetlana. There's a DD there, bang, close quarters expert, and a double strike. I said this was a bit of an accidental Kraken. So we're now up to 3 kills. Shots out on Svetlana. And there's a von der Tann. Svetlana goes down, that's 4 kills. Here comes the red team, Kongo. Took a good chunk off of there, and the secondaries are going as well. She's low on health points. And she's got a fire on her from the secondaries. Bang! That's that Kraken kill number 5. I said it all felt a little bit accidental. I had, obviously, I don't think anyone ever does start a game thinking they're going to get a Kraken. Okay, there's a Peter Veliki out there. But she is sandwiched between 2 of our battleships. As you can see, we have resumed the lead, or we're back in the lead, at over 200 points up. And red team have only got 2 ships left. There's the Veliki, which is going to go down very, very soon. There she goes. Okay, so it's just that von der Tann left. So I'm going to push through towards the Alpha Cap now. You can see we're nearly 300 points up now. We've got 2 caps. So another von der Tann was last sighted just hard right of where I am now. Starting to get the guns lined up. Yeah, there she is. The secondaries kick off. Shots out on the von der Tann. We're going to push into Alpha. It stops them scoring points, but also we may even have time to actually take the cap. And there's another battleship coming up behind in support. Switch to HE because von der Tann is running away. So AP is less effective on her if she's bow or stern in. Fire on von der Tann. Looks like that's been damage controlled immediately. Yeah, as you can see, shots coming in from the battleship behind me. Another fire on von der Tann. This time it sticks. You'll see the damage points slowly tick over. And as you can see, we are now well up points-wise as well. Shots out. Yeah, I think we're going to run out of time now, though. We've only got 35 odd seconds left, and she is trying to be as elusive as possible. But we're way up on points now. I mean, even if she managed to sink me, we will still win. There we go. We're going to count down or count out. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of fun. As I said, very much an accidental Kraken from last week. As you'll see when the team sheets come up. As I said right at the beginning, we are live streaming this coming Sunday, the 15th of March. It'll be online about 7 o'clock GMT in the evening. That's 3 o'clock Eastern Standard.